Well, g'day, Iron Horse here. Had a little bit of a trim for the summer. Lost the trademark beard, but oh well, something's got to be done about it occasionally, and it can always grow back again. So here I am at my guinea guy property, and the sun is setting. So I'm just going to turn so you can see how the sun is still illuminating the ground here beneath me. That's quite low beneath me. I'm up on a hill, or actually the hill is further up there. Also got a dog. Such a cool dog. So this is my view, and there's the sun. You can see it sets pretty rapidly because of the mountains, which are the border ranges between New South Wales and Queensland. However, the border is further north. They still call them the border ranges. So I'm quite close to the mountains and close to state forest. And why is it not focusing? The sun is too bright. So you'll watch. Those mountains aren't particularly high compared to me. You know, they're virtually at eye level. Same with all these distant ones over in the east. That one in particular is one very, very curious when I watch the sun coming up. A lot of the time, we're still in darkness just on the other side of that mountain, little hill. And you can see these ones over here fully illuminated by the sun, which is sort of strange. But I guess if you take in the factor of perspective and diminution, maybe those mountains are actually quite a bit taller than they appear. But as you can see, even there, the ground is still lit, while I'm actually tending to get pretty close to shadow of the mountains. You'll notice the shadows never go up into the sky. They will fall on other mountains. But this is the curious thing about it. Just get downhill a little bit more better view of that distant mountain. So see how fully lit it is, whereas now the valley is mostly shadow. Still a little bit sunlight sneaking through there. I'll try and have a look at the sun. Obviously zooming in, that's 12 times zoom, won't bring the sun back up, of course, because you have to get higher to see further, especially when there is genuine curvature in the distance, which is what a mountain actually is. It's genuine curvature. Otherwise, the Earth is basically flat. So if that was across water, you'd see much, much, much further, and the sun wouldn't set nearly so quickly, because those mountains are fairly local nearby. The sun is getting obscured by it, because I'm down low. If I had a drone that I could send up and up and up, you would be able to watch the sunset again and again, because it's actually just moving away, so that the things ramping up to eye level create an obscurity point. It is not going beneath the horizon, because if it were, see how now it's set, the shadow should start rising up in the sky. But instead, what do we see? It's still just sitting on the mountain, the hill. It's not going beneath anything. And that's far to the east. Well, not far. It's only, say, 5 kilometres or so, that little one. You can see the even further ones. Look how much they're still lit. But the sun, according to the globetards, has gone beneath the horizon. Look, it's gone beneath the horizon. Everything should be in darkness. But it's not, because that's not how it works. Tall things see further. As proven, the sun has not set. It is obscured by nearby obscurity points, convergence point, and in this case, mountain. Doesn't even reach the convergence point. If those mountains weren't there, I could probably see much further. You can sort of just see the next bit of a range further and further away, not completely obscured. And look, still in sunlight. How many minutes now has the sun been set for? This dog is just a super dog. Yeah, let's get distracted. Milo the wonder dog. Hey boy. How you doing? Go for some more runs, hey? He just loves running. Mountain, still full sunlight. I thought the sun had set some time ago. I thought the sun is beneath those mountains. But no. Couple of cockatoos. Unusual. We normally get corellas around here. There could be corellas. A bit too far away to make out. The bird life around here is pretty amazing. Hills far to the east, still in sunlight. Hill far to the east, still in sunlight. So if I was to send a drone up that same height, which actually appears pretty well eye level with me, obviously because of diminution over distance, then the drone would see the sun again. It has not set beneath anything. This is the point I want to stress. Again and again and again. It's just moved away, and that glow will linger for like another hour or so. I'll come back out later and take some more images of it and show you. You can see how the neon layer kind of gets obscured here because of the mountains, but the neon is what glows that orange colour as the sun moves further and further away, and the sky goes that pale blue rather than the deep blue of daylight, because the argon, which dominates the blue sky in the daytime, needs the most solar radiant energy in order to be ionized and fluoresce. Even the cloud, still sunlit. Mountain, still sunlit. Still. After minutes and minutes of spinning supersonic speeds towards the east, at least faster than the speed of sound. Mountain, far distance east, still sunlit. So the argon is the first to cease fluorescing in the twilight, and that pale blue is actually the superfluid oxygen layer, which is the container, the firmament B, the gaseous superfluid liquid almost, that holds our atmosphere. It's the lid of our atmosphere. The orange is the neon layer, and the clouds sit upon the neon layer. That's where all the heat comes from, is from the fluorescence of the neon. Clouds form at the condensation point because it gets cold. That's why water condenses. You get cold glass at night, water condenses on it and forms little droplets. Condensation layer sits maybe just a mile to 2 miles high, if that, sometimes even less, sometimes only half a mile, depending on location and environment and temperature and all sorts of different things. But that neon is just going to glow and glow and glow for up to an hour. Just starting to see now. The sun's getting far enough away that this local one is going into shadow. But that one is still lit. So this is the thing, most people just simply do not understand perspective. That the earth can't be round because those mountains in the east would be over curvature, which they are clearly not. The earth is flat and stationary. Anyway, thanks for watching. Good to catch up again, and you'll see more of me around. Take it easy.